Hi guys, I'm actually up and running, so we're going to be good for go fairly soon. Just going to wait for a couple more people to come in. That was last week. Good morning, Bella. Okay. So everybody's just coming in. Make sure to have your hand weights handy. Have a mat. Of course, I got a carpet. My mat is actually being washed right now, so my girlfriend's going to kill me. Yay. Good morning, Marcy. Okay. So it looks like 9:30 has come upon us. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to get started. I just need to set up one more thing on my end, and we'll begin. Okay. Airplane. And there. Okay. So that's all set. Okay, everybody, we're going to go ahead and begin with the stretch. Hopefully you got your favorite music in your background. Hello, Dab. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to begin with hands over our knees, and we're just going to go into circles. Make sure your feet stay flat on the ground. And then we're going to go the other way. Very good. All right, we're going to stand up. As usual, we're going to go with the hips now. So I need you to just bring your knee up, out to the side, and down. Now that I'm looking at this video, I think I'm going to wear more bright colors, or at least one brighter color, or something to that effect. I look like this giant void that just happens to have brown limbs. It's kind of funny. And then we're going to reverse that. We're going to go out and in. So you want to definitely make sure to warm up your hip joints. That's what we're basically doing. Going here, here, here. But now we also have two legs. So now we go to the other side. We're going up, out, and down. Then we're going to reverse that. Nice fluid motion here. Then we're going to come flat to the floor. Feet wide. Torso, we're going to warm that up just by going side to side first. Our hips aren't going to move at first, so when you turn, you're not going to get that much rotation. That's perfectly fine. I just want your thoracic, cervical spine to just move right now. However, then we got our whole body involved where we pivot off. So when you pivot off, you're going to squeeze into the glute all the way down through. Then we're going to come back to center. Arms are going to be nice and wide. And what we're going to do, we're going to lift that shoulder and then press down and then up and back down again. And we're going to keep doing that. So remember, you're bringing your shoulder up, turning, pressing down like somebody's twisting your arm and you want them to let go. Then you come back up and sit. You should get a nice little burn in there. Last one. Then just simply just roll it out. So make sure that there's space in front of you. And what we're going to do is just squats at first. So feet wide. Make sure your knees are pushed out when you do your squat. So that's all we're doing right now. So we're getting more of our body involved. We have our core that's involved along with our glutes. So core and glutes I want you to really concentrate on. I don't want you to feel this too much in your knees. Going to definitely need your legs today. And then from here, we're going to do walkouts. So I'll demonstrate this way. We're going to go down in the squat. Put your hands down. Crawl out. Hand, 1, 2, and then just simply come back up. So just case here, down, crawl out. You're here. 1, 2, up. That's how we're doing. Do 2 more. Then we come back up. We kick it out. So now we're going to get ready to just jog in place. So all we're doing is right here. So if you're just stepping, that's perfectly fine as well. Remember, through all of this, I'm trying my best to give you the modified versions of all work. However, here, hands out in front, as such, and then it's just going to have high knees. Bringing your knees up as high as possible to hit your hands. Try not to bring your hands down. Try to bring your knees up. And then we come back down. All right. So now, we're going to kick ourselves in the glutes. Butt kicks. Just a few more seconds. And then we're down. So now we're going to go side to side. So when doing these, this is important. Make sure that when you go side to side, you're exaggerating your hips. And when you land into the side, you're squeezing off your glute. Side, squeezing off your glute. So you're really pushing out, push, push, push. Even if you're kind of just doing this, that's fine. However, if you can, get your whole entire leg involved. Then we come back to center. And then we just kick out. Roll your shoulders. Midriff again. And just know pretty soon we're going to begin our work. So my countdown timer is going to now begin. 30 seconds of rest. You can get water. Make sure that your towel and water and mat is available. Real quick, just to go through, we're going to start with kneeling prisoner squat jumps, morning glory lateral shoulder raise, love those, kettlebell lunge turns, push tucks, squat with crunch, twist alternating, and we're going to begin right about now. So kneeling prisoner squats. So hands behind here, down, here, 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 then up. So that's all we're doing. Come to the squat, jump, come back down to the squat. Now, if this is too much, you can definitely just come down to a squat and then just step back, and then jump. Or you can just simply come up and then come back down, step, but whatever your level is. I would like for you to go at that level, just going right through the exercise. I do want you to go through the kneeling process as much as possible. You hear that? That is our rest. So now we need our hand weights. Morning glory lateral raise. So we're going to do lateral raise, morning glory, come up, then down. That is a whole entire exercise. So we begin. So we're going to go out to the side, down, up, here. Now if this is too much, you might need lighter weight, or you can just even bend your shoulders, your elbows in, coming up as such. You do have this option. I'd rather you, boom, out. You'll notice the palms stay flat. Even when you come down like this, palms stay flat, down, up. If you can't bend that far forward, it's perfectly fine. Whatever you can do, even if it's right here, and then coming right back up. Punch it. Feel those shoulders. Feel your hamstrings. Come back up, and then back down. So that's how we're going to do. And this is quick. Look at this. 3, 2, 1, up. So now kettlebell lunge turns. We're going to start with one side, and then we're going to go with the other. So kettlebell turns. What are we going to do? Just come down and just one side. We're just going to stay going to that side. And then we begin. So we're down, turn. Now, where the lunge comes into play, if you come up, down, down, guess what? Other side now. Right into it. No rest. Now, you can come down a little bit. You can go down a little bit. That's perfectly fine. As long as this is coming up. Down, up, turn, up. And that's it for that. However, push tucks. So every time we do a push-up, we jump tuck with our knees coming to our chest. You can get a mat for this. Hey, Steven. All right, here we go. So, push up, tuck, back. So that's all we can do. Here, in, back, down, in, back. Now some of you may be on your knees, and that's fine. What you can do here, down, then you can come up to your feet, or if you stay down and bring in knee, knee. Whatever you feel comfortable with, I want you to go with. knees, knee in, down, come up to feet, hop, hop. Set. All right. So, squat with a crunch twist, and we're always alternating. So it's just going to come down to a squat. We're simply going to just turn, as if we're on the floor. So, we're here. We're down, turning. That's all. Turn in. Turn in. Turning. Now, you may be up a little higher. Still, I want you to try to come down, pulling your belly button to your spine. Going right in, right in. However, make sure your knees are pressed out wide. Try to go in, coming up, in, coming up, in, coming up. So here, your glutes should be constantly squeezed, keeping your, so to make sure that you're doing, while also contracting your abs, try and pull your body down. We come up. All right. Back forward lunge with an overhead hold. So we're going to have one weight overhead. Then we're going to lunge forward. Lunge backwards. So I'll demonstrate here. Lunge forward. Lunge backwards. We just stayed at one leg doing so. Now here's the thing. If you can't keep the weight up, then try to keep it here. And with the lunges, at least come down a little bit, just a little bit, or slowly come down. However, we switch sides. So now, here, here, or all the way down, come back, all the way down. Remember, this is the most optimal of this work here. And set. We get a minute rest. That was very good. So let's go ahead, shake it out, get a little bit of water. Mine's is over here today. Actually, my water is filled with multivitamin, chia seeds, and electrolytes. And believe it or not, oh my gosh, it's actually good. Not everything healthy is disgusting. Alright, so just catching your breath. Shaking it all out. So remember, we're going to go kneeling, prisoner, squat jumps again. And we begin. So hands here. Remember, go back, both knees, here, squat, jump, down. Remember, if you can only step, and then jump, that's fine. Or even just step, lift up on your toes. Whatever you feel comfortable with. I want you to run with that. But remember, this is the best. Right here. I didn't say this before, but if you haven't already, try alternating your legs of which ones go up and down first. Boom. Okay. Morning glory shoulder. As usual, sweating profusely. However, roll them shoulders. Let's get ready. 2, 1, and we're good to go. Boom. Here, up. So I want you to see that from the side view. Right here. Come down. Up. Boom. Even with the modification, if your elbows are bent, you're here, you bent forward, arms still up. Here, down. So that's all I want you to do. Concentrate. Concentrate. Up. And if you can't go that low, just go as low as you can. Because your shoulders, no matter what, are going to work. There's nothing easy about these. There's rest. All right, just keep one of those weights or get a heavy weight if you have one. Remember, kettlebell lunge, swing. So we're going to go to one side, dip down. And we're here. So coming up, turn, dip, up, down, up. So remember, if you can't go that low, that's fine. And when you turn, if you can only go about this low, that's fine too. As long as you're getting up the weight. Once you feel that powerful swing up, come down, up. Guess what? Gotta switch sides. Right here. Beautiful work you're doing. Down. These go down. We go down. There's another way to do this. I'll show you. If it's too much for the jump, we're going to have step-ins besides the knee-ins. So the first full one, down, up, hop, hop. Or, I forgot to show you this, down, up, step in, step back. Sorry about that. However, again, knees, down, up, knee in, knee in. You can do that as well. Or, down, up, come up to your toes, hop in, hop back. Whatever you feel comfortable with is what you'll run with. Even if you have to do one full push-up, then come in with your knees. It's perfectly fine as well. And then we rest. So let's come on back up. Squat, crunch, twist. All right, let's get set. 3, 2, 1, down. Crunch in, crunch in. Remember, you don't have to go all the way down. You can come up partially. Just come down as low as you can. Remember, I want you to feel the crunch in the middle of your body. Where you're going to the side, I really want you to feel the torque, the turn in your ribs as you really try to force your elbow to go down. Up, down, up, down. Just what we're doing. Some of you may just be way up here. Listen, whatever you can do, I want you to do it. However, we rest. So, overhead, hold of the weight. We're going to do forward back lunge, excuse me, with the overhead hold. Remember, one leg at a time. So, we begin. So one leg forward and back constantly. Remember, you can't hold the weight here if it's too much. Also, you don't have to go this low. You can go about this low. But I really want you to feel your glutes work. So make sure that your glutes are really working. Then we turn to the other side. Forward. Back. You can even alternate in between the different holds if you would like. So quick. All right, we rest for a minute. Shake that out. Because luckily enough for us, we get to go into the cardio portion. 4 seconds left till then. Grab a quick swig. Gotta get my chia seeds mixed in here. Just regain your breathing. Just in through your nose, out through your mouth. Cardio portion starts now. Nice light jog. Listen, your heart rate's already elevated. Not trying to have you go crazy or anything. But we are going to work. We're going to keep on working. Because we all love it. That's why we're all here. So, let's get ready to embrace our cardiac strength. And then here, we do the jumping jacks. Just as such. Simple, easy breezy. However, see that? Stepping to the side is your option. You can even go in between if you want. 1, 2, then side, side. Just to see if you can test yourself. See what you want to do. Because pretty soon we're about to do the scissors. Feet go forward and back. Now. So I want you to see this. Or step, 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 step. Again, whatever you feel comfortable with, that's what I want you to go with. Now, ice skaters. Here, so remember, you start off with the step, but then eventually going with the jump, jump, jump. Some of you may have noticed, I don't necessarily have shoes on, but that's okay. I still know how to balance in my ankle complex, so that even if I was to slip a little bit, I'd be able to hold myself so that I would not go anywhere. That's what I want you to build for yourselves. The ability to stop, no matter what side you're going to. Maybe even touch your toes. Either side. and be able to control your balance. However, let's come back and just jog. I want you to regain yourself. Now, if you're just stepping, that's perfectly fine as well. But I really want you to try to have your feet leave the ground and breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Shake your hands out a little bit if you'd like. Just get it all out. Pretty soon we're about to go to the abs. Abs, y'all. All right. So let's get ready again. Gonna do that one more time. And jumping jacks. Let's go. Right into it. Remember your step option. Or even 1, 2, step, step. 1, 2, step, step. You can always go in between a hard and an easy modification. Or you could just say, right here. Then scissors. Let's go back and forth. Remember, step, 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 step. This is so good. 3, 2, 1. Ice skaters. So remember, you start off by just stepping, but eventually, when you hop, 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 try to get that distance right across your room. Boom. My door. Boom. My wall. My door. My wall. All right, I'm not going to do that too often. Although that feels really good when you kind of stretch your leg back. Stretch your leg back. Get the arms going. Boom. 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 Just a couple more. Jog. That's nice. Look at that. We're almost done here. Walk it out. It's very good. Great work, everyone. So, I want you to get your mats. We're going to move to floor work. We're going to do shoulder touch plank first. So, plank, touch, touch. Unfortunately for me, my little towel is down, needing to be washed. So, I'll be using one of my lovely, already clean shirts that will now turn into not so clean. Again, so my girlfriend does not kill me. Ten seconds. Let's come down. I'm going to bring this down too. All right. Shoulder touch plank. Remember, touch, 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 touch. If you have to be on your elbows, that's fine. Touch. I want you to just hold it for just a little bit more when you're doing it down here. Otherwise, if you come up here, just touch, touch. And whatever you do, when you go to a side, try not to tilt your hips anyway. Try to keep them straight, straight, straight. Because people tend to do this, and then this. Does not make it easier for ourselves. Let's really stay up there, unless you're down here. Then just knees, touching, touching, touching. Come back up if you can. That's it. All right. So now we're going to do crunch cram. Everybody, we're going to go down on our backs. So, hope you remember this. Crunch, cram, cram. Bring everything in. Bring everything in. Crunch, cram. So you're going to get your lower and your upper abs as you do this. Really pull. Pull. Now, you have your knees bent. Really come up. Still lift your hips off the ground at least a little bit. Crunch. Crunch. Cram. If this is not hard enough, okay, come up. Just like that. You have a bunch of ways. And then we rest. So now we're going to do torque dips. So you're going to just basically come down to one side as you do these dips. 2, 1, we're here. So I want you to come down. Come down. So just drop your hip. Drop your hip. You have to be on your knees, that's fine. Down. Down. I really want you to feel the drop and coming up. Drop and coming up. Try not to bend your arm too much. Just doing so. Dropping down. However, we do have two sides. So let's go down to the other side. Come down and up. So you see how the hip goes down? And then you pull yourself up. That's what we mainly want here. No matter where you are. Obviously here, a little easier. And also for people who have sweaty feet, you don't slip as much. And that's it. Alright. So now, we have the displacers. So let's get ready for those. So remember, your arms and legs go the opposite way when doing these. So we're up like this. You displace yourself, then you come up. So you see my arms go to the left, my legs go to the right, and then you come back up. Dip, up. Just stay to one side. That's it. Stay to one side. It's like you're wringing out your body doing this work. Other side. Woo. Almost lost myself. Now, if you have to have your knees bent again, here, come up. Sorry I didn't give that to you earlier. But yes, you do have that bent knee option. Whoa. And come back up. A lot of turning in this. So now we're going to do a torque back lift. And you're down, hands under chin. And you're going to lift, come down, lift, come down. So you're going to turn up. You're going to use your elbow to bring your body up higher and then come down. This should be hard for me. Okay? So coming up, down, up, down. There's really no easy way to break this down. This is really turning and really using your back to turn up. This is where we get into our quadratus lumborum really good. Then we rest for a moment because we're going to go right back to the shoulder touch planks. So, remember, you're going to move too far. And if you notice me looking back constantly, because there's a bee in my room, this ought to be fun. However, plank, shoulder touch, boom, just like that, shoulder touch. Man, look at that sweat. All right, remember, knee option as well. Just don't let your hips dip anywhere. This is how you make sure that you keep your core nice and tight by not letting it dip side to side. There we go. All right, crunch cram. Let's get ready. Whew. Drenched. All right. Turn over. And we begin. Crunch. All the way through. Come up, crunch. All the way through. Remember, harder options are available to you if you would like. Just coming right in. Right in. Or, if you'd like to keep it simple, just coming up. Just remember, I want you to lift your hips up at least a little bit. Make it feel the bottom, maybe even middle part of your back is only remaining on the floor. Otherwise, boom. These are very tiring, especially with everything else that we've done. You should really be able to feel your core before, during, and after these. Whew. All right. We're going to do our torque dips now. So let's come back up. Let's get ready. Oh, that's interesting. Come up to plank. Dip just to one side. Dip. 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 My feet are so slippery. It's so hard to try to keep up on these. But we're still going to, though. So other side. Dip down. Then come back up. Remember, you do have the knee option to do so while really holding that core nice and tight. Get one more. There we go. All right, let's get some displacers in now. All right. Lay back. Get ready for these displacers. Remember, opposite side for both arms and legs. Remember, turn away and then come up. Knee option, of course. Turning and then coming up. As such. Try not to go too far, because then you'll fall over or you'll hit your wall or door. As such. Then come to the other side. Woo! Well, I know which side is the weaker side for me, and you will notice that. You'll notice one side is stronger than the other. Even when you bust down, you'll still feel that little bit of difference. Whoa! All right, let's turn over. This is it. Torque back lift. You're almost done. So let's get ready. Coming down. Chins under chin. And begin. Up. Remember, there's not really much of a modification here. It's just lifting. Turning and lifting. I mean, if you want to really try to make it hard for yourself, you try this. Your hands are here, and you come up, and you turn. Really using your back, turning up. I say this, though, because it gets you to lift up just a little bit higher. But hey, whatever you would like to do, totally fine with me. Totally fine. Oh. Oh, well, that's good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're done. So, what I simply want you to do is go into child's pose, please. Let's see. So simply go into child's pose. Coming down. Out forward. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Roll up to cat pose. Roll up. Pull your back up to the ceiling. Let your head hang. Come back down. Roll back up. Roll that beautiful body. Then we're going to do the needle. So let's do that real quick. Needle. Right under. Remember, going through. Coming up. Cat pose one more time. And then let's stand to our feet slowly. Roll your backs up. We're going to stretch a little bit differently this time. So I want your feet really wide, please. So all I want you to do, I want you to feel maybe a slight tension in your groin, a little slight stretch. Then I just want you to turn your right foot out, then just lean, get that little stretch in there. Getting in the groin. Let's go to the other side, getting into the groin. This one's going to be fun. Let's come back to the middle. See the hands? You're going to go under yourself. So you see where my hands are going? I want your hands to go under there. Keep your balance. Reach through. Now you should feel your inner thighs stretch. Come up. Let's stand up. So we're going to get the hip flexors and we're going to get the knee quad all at the same time. This is the way that we're going to do it. So in the quad stretch, I just want you to hold your ankle. Don't pull it yet, okay? Then I want you to squeeze your butt so your hips go forward. Then I want you to pull your heel up to your glute and then pull back as much as you can. You're going to feel it here, here, and possibly at the knee. So just pull, just standing straight up. If you need to balance somewhere, that's fine. All right, let's bring the other heel to the glute. Same thing now. Don't just yank your leg, okay? So I want you to catch that heel, catch that ankle, excuse me. See, it's right here. I'm not really pulling yet, but I stand up straight. And then I pull my glute, my foot to my glute, feeling the stretch in here. Whew. Come down gently. So let's just turn in our torso lightly. Let's come here. Fold out. Hands back, same thing. Except you're going to clasp them, press down and back way. See that? Let your shoulders drop, your arms go away from you. Then we're going to have big open arms. Turn your arms under, press back. Let's bring your right tricep up. Then the other tricep. While your hands are up here, go ahead, reach up high. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, very super slow. Up. Then out. Thank you for coming to your morning HIIT class. For those of you who are tuning in or just tuned in, there is going to be a 10:30 silver training, and tomorrow at, I believe, I keep getting this mixed up, 6 or 6:30 a.m. is going to be Insanity taught by Liz. So thank you very much for attending all of our classes. We here at the JCC appreciate you all. So please keep doing your thing and we'll get through this together. Thank you for your time.